Hi everyone. This is a video that I'm kind of not excited to make, but I guess I'm a little bit excited to at least share the story with you. It's currently, I think, week 24 of my no-buy year, but this video probably won't come out until at least week 25 or 26. And this might be my first attempt at a vlog. And the reason for that is today I am going to get a very scary sounding dental procedure done called an APICOECTOMY. And I'm filming this introduction before because immediately before the procedure I'm going to have to take a oral sedative pill to try to mitigate the anxiety of getting the procedure and the horrifying things that it sounds like are going to have to be done. And the reason I'm covering this in my no-buy year and on my YouTube channel is firstly on the off chance that other people who need to get this procedure want to hear a little bit about how it goes. And, you know, not really related to the no-buy, but in some ways it is very strongly related to my no-buy endeavors because I have kind of a long history with dental procedures. Most recently, I had to get 2 root canals done in the same office that I'm going to today. So basically one of them was an old root canal that failed and then one of them was new. And I was so anxious and unhappy about having to get these procedures done. And one of the ways that I got myself through it was through the promise of an expensive treat to myself after getting them done. So this was about 2 years ago, and my expensive treat was none other than the Dyson Airwrap. So after my 2 root canal appointments were done, I went and bought one of these online. It's like a $700 or $800 hair dryer, hair curler, and I do still use it to this day. And you know, I use it on my kids to help style their hair and all of that. So multiple people are getting use out of this thing, and I will keep it until it no longer works. But the point here today is that now I'm going to have to go through another scary dental procedure without the promise of an expensive treat afterwards. And I think obviously this is a good way to straighten out my habits, to kind of re-normalize going through life without setting up expensive treats for afterwards or for having to do unpleasant things. And I mean, realistically, this apicoectomy procedure is just going to be done to try to keep my health good, try to keep the health of my teeth. Basically, from what I understand, they're going to, it's one of my front teeth here, so I guess that's one of the easiest ones to apicoect. But they're going to have to cut through the gum and drill into the bone above the tooth and take out whatever infection there might be there, do a filling at the root, and then close it back up and stitch it up. So I'll have stitches in my mouth for a week until they're manually taken out. I'll have to go back in a week and get those taken out. And then it'll heal up, and hopefully that'll be the end of the infection. I really do hope that it solves my issues because that tooth has been root canal treated and then retreated 2 years ago. And I guess I've had this kind of dormant infection possibly for like 6 years because the first root canal was done in, I think, 2018. So I really, really hope that this solves the problem once and for all. And I will get through it regardless of whether or not I have a treat to look forward to at the end or not. And it's not to say that I'm totally against any kind of treat this time. I mean, there are other ways of treating oneself besides spending $800 on a hairdryer. That happens to be trending on social media and being pushed in my face. And, you know, I was seeing plenty of sources that were making me want this thing. And like I said, it's not a total regret, and multiple people in my household get use out of it. But the principle of using shopping to get through stressful scenarios is something that I'm working on changing this year. And while I didn't plan to have a test like this come up, I guess it's a helpful challenge to have to get through it and share my experience with you. And after the couple of hours of this discomfort, hopefully not pain, I will be able to go back to living my life, maybe with a sore mouth for a few weeks, but I'll be able to go back to living my life, hopefully infection-free and appreciating the things that I have to be grateful for that aren't shopping or treating myself to expensive things. Okay, I think I've set this up well enough to take you along for this procedure to the best of my ability. My husband will possibly be filming some clips from maybe in the car before and after. I don't know. I don't know how well I'll be able to talk after this. I'm probably not going to show you anything graphic because And I don't think you're supposed to pull up your stitch area anyway to like look at it and stuff like that. So definitely want to heal as well as possible. So I'm not going to show you anything graphic, but any of you who have had medical procedures, dental procedures, stressful things, and turned to shopping to console yourself, maybe you can relate to this. All right, I will see you maybe in the car. Wish me luck.
Where are we going?
What the heck? To my dental execution.
Wait, what did you like?
To my dental execution. Again.
Okay. Okay, go.
Except this time I'm not getting the Dyson Airwrap.
So what are you having done?
My APICOECTOMY.
What is that?
The end of the line.
You wanted to vlog this, huh?
Maybe not. I did already set this up in a very calm and collected introduction.
I mean, I would say you're pretty calm and collected now. Why
From
would
my
that be?
cozy corner of conscious consumerism.
You seem calm and collected now. Why is that?
Oh, no reason.
Did they make you take something?
Oh, no reason. Water's on.
It's ready.
Oh, hello everyone. So now that my mouth has been assaulted with needles, it's time to get some soup. But
Maybe you want to start that over and take the microphone down a little bit because you're just blocking your face. Or are you doing that on purpose?
whatever. I guess soup is much more reasonable than a Dyson Airwrap, though. There's that.
There's that's in the shot too.
The bicycle? That's not my bicycle. My husband decided he needed a bicycle. But he's not part of this no buy year. That's not mine. Okay? We've established that. I guess it wasn't as bad as it is waiting to have your procedure done, even though getting needles in your mouth is never going to be exactly a fun time. And I suppose it remains to be seen how much it'll actually hurt when the numbness wears off. So, I guess I better go home and put some ice on. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, coming at you from the bathroom for my day after apicoectomy surgery update. So as you can see, my top lip is swollen and I can't really move it, so no smiling, no talking. Well, I could talk, but it just looks weird. I feel like I look like a Simpsons character or something. See the side profile? But yeah, so I've got the stitches under there from where they cut my gums open. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. The worst part was the numbing shots, which I already knew that was going to be bad. But the oral sedation pill did help in taking the edge off the anxiety or fear about the procedure. And now that it's over, I can kind of look back and think that I could get through it again if I absolutely had to. Obviously, I wouldn't want to. And then now the pain is like 1 or 2 out of 10. It's really not there unless I'm talking too much or trying to smile, or if I accidentally put any pressure on my upper lip, or even like wiping my nose kind of hurts a little bit, but it's not that bad. So that's the good news. Now I guess I'm getting a taste of what it would be like to get Botox or lip injections that I've never really asked for, since I can't move this region of my face and since it's swollen. I don't think it's a good look. I think this is just further confirmation that I will not be messing with my face in any way. You do you though, no judgment. So I guess the other thing is I cannot show you the stitches or anything like that, thank goodness, because you're not supposed to lift your lip or move that in any way. My teeth were very chalky looking yesterday right after the procedure was done, and they're already getting better. So they're not so patchy. They look more normal today. I guess it might have just been the trauma and or just having my mouth open for so long and them getting kind of aired out. The endodontist actually said that it was not an infected abscess that he found in there. It was like some kind of abnormality with the bone tissue or something. I don't really know, honestly. I kind of forgot because of the oral sedation. So I'll ask him again at my next week's appointment where I'm going to get the stitches out. Hopefully that's not going to be too painful or weird feeling. But now that it's over, I am going to be an adult about this and not buy something expensive for surviving an expensive dental procedure. Next time I see you, I think it'll be in a few more days after this has hopefully gone down a little bit, and I can maybe smile and kind of summarize my thoughts and feelings and experiences of this procedure and not shopping this time. All right, so we're back to close out the video, and no doubt you saw some of the amusing footage where I was talking in the car under the influence of the sedation pill. So some of my kind of natural goofy side was exposed on this channel. Yes, I am like that in real life. I am a nerd, I am cringy, and I have grown to be okay with it. Something I meant to say in last week's video was that if anyone's gonna hate on anybody, chances are they're not willing to appreciate that person as a full person. So, you know, that's my little take on haters in general. All right, so in summary of that apicoectomy experience, basically, it represents a significant point of growth for me because I have kind of a history of anxiety with dental procedures and nervousness about having to get stuff done, and I kind of frequently have to get dental procedures done because my teeth are bad. And the last time I had work like that done, I spent a lot of money and bought a Dyson Airwrap to soothe myself through that experience. And this time I wasn't going to do that because it was my no-buy year. And what's more, I didn't even plan for that because I didn't know I was going to have an apicoectomy. I probably could have allowed an exception. You know, as viewers on my channel, maybe you wouldn't have begrudged me a little treat for having to go through that procedure. But I decided to be an adult about it and not have to soothe myself by spending a bunch of money or buying something that I may or may not have needed. So I managed to get through the surgery without the promise of an expensive consumerist treat at the end. And it's not that treats are inherently bad or that you shouldn't ever treat yourself as a reward for accomplishing something or doing something or going through something that brings up difficult emotions in you, or it requires a lot of work or bravery or, you know, whatever it might be. But they can be more proportional, not super expensive, not necessarily even stuff-based. They could be a quality time activity with people you love or friends rather than a consumerist good. Or even a service, you know, getting your hair cut. I'm thinking of actually doing that this summer since I'm kind of long overdue for a haircut. And, you know, I could even tell myself mentally that that's a little treat for some of the things that I've gone through earlier this summer. And in conclusion, modern medicine is great. I really hope that that procedure solves my teeth problems for the time being and that I never have to see that endodontist again in a good way. I mean, there'll be a checkup after a year to confirm that it's healing. But other than that, hopefully I can stay out of his office. And again, thankful for the sedation, for the procedure, for the doctors who are good at what they do. And as you can see, I'm healed. I can talk. My lip is not swollen. I can smile. I've got mobility. And the pain is all but gone. I mean, I would say there's no pain anymore. I can just sense that something weird happened up there still. I guess the tooth is still a little bit weak feeling, but I can eat as normal and everything is good. After I got the stitches out on the exact week after, so they had an appointment 1 week after, I got the stitches out, it felt weird. And there was one stitch that pinched me a little bit when he got it pulled out. Other than that, it was all smooth sailing. So there's the finished review of my apicoectomy procedure for any of you who are here for that. Sorry if this is why you're here and here you are getting entrapped into my tales of my no-buy year. But alas, that is my purpose on this channel. Thank you for watching. Hope it was helpful. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.